Goldman Sachs has sacked the U.S. Treasury. It feels good to be a Montanan. It feels good to be a Missoulian. Standing up against corporations right here at the Free Speech Corner. Starting the fight here in 1908, Elizabeth Ruby Finn came here and stood on a soapbox, galvanizing wobblies from all over to stand up against the copper kings and the copper collar that affected politicians, the copper collar that made newspapers print what the copper industry wanted. Right here, the free speech fight started. Elizabeth really Finn stood up on the soapbox and started speaking, and when she got off, somebody went up and the chief of police looked at the officer and said, "What do we do?" And he said, "Arrest him. Anyone on the box, arrest him." So they arrested. One went up to the box and they arrested them, and another one went up to the box and the other one got arrested. Finally, the jail was full. The police said, "What do we do?" And they said, "Let one out at a time." So it became a revolving door for the next 24 hours, and after that, the police said, "Let him speak." And then it went from there, and it went to Sacramento, and it went to Seattle, and it went to Milwaukee. The free speech fight started right here in Missoula. Last fall, the citizens of Missoula passed a resolution to not recognize corporations as individuals.
Yeah.
2.5 months ago, the Supreme Court of Montana reinstated the Corrupt Practices Act, which defied the Supreme Court Citizens United. It feels good to be a Montanan. It feels good to be a Montanan. And now 22 states and counting are supporting the Montana State Supreme Court for reestablishing the Corrupt Practices Act, which defies the Supreme Court and defies Citizens United. SOS, distress. The Federal Reserve is Federal Express. Elitists control economic policy. Goldman Sachs has sacked the U.S. Treasury. My friend came back from Greece, banging pots and pans in the streets, knowing that Ireland was next, and now we look at the jobs report. Consumer confidence is down. But I do not want to be called a consumer anymore. I want to be called a citizen.
True Citizens United.
It feels good to be a Missoulian. It feels good to be a Montanan. We're starting to make a stand and making change.
Stop the 1%, greedy bastards.
Move your money from Wells Fargo if you got it there.
Make them pay.